Welcome to a guided meditation for stress and anxiety on Declutter the Mind. Let's start the practice by finding our seat, sitting on a chair or cushion on the floor. And if you are experiencing an intense bout of stress and anxiety today, you can lay down if it's more comfortable. Otherwise, let's sit with our back upright but comfortable so that we can stay alert during the practice. And with your eyes open, start by taking in a few big, deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on the next out breath, gently close your eyes. So let's start here by setting an intention. Let's set an intention to be with the practice for the next few moments. The mind tends to go on autopilot, drifting to thoughts and feelings, going into planning the future or dwelling on the past. So let's set an intention to set that all aside for the next few moments. And now let's start the practice by bringing our attention to the breath. We don't need to change the breath here or add anything to the breath. We're just watching the breath with an open awareness. We're using our breath to anchor our attention for meditation. And as we watch each in-breath and out-breath, notice the thoughts and feelings that arise and come and go through the mind. And instead of adding judgment or following these with more thinking, simply allow them to come and go on their own before returning your attention back to the breath. And as we watch the breath, notice what aspects of the breath and the body breathing that you notice the most. Maybe it's the rising and falling sensations of each in-breath and out-breath. Maybe you notice the rhythm around your chest or stomach. Maybe you notice the air coming in through the nose and leaving the body through the lips. Maybe you notice the temperature of the breath. Maybe you notice the breath being shallow or deep today. And if you find yourself adjusting the breath, feel free to notice that too. And now, as we continue anchoring our attention on the breath, you may notice the mind wander or get caught up in thoughts. It may even get caught up in any thoughts or feelings around stress and anxiety. So let's layer in a technique of noting in this practice, which helps us manage this. So when a thought enters and begins to pull your attention away, note it as thinking before gently bringing your attention back to the breath. And if anxiety and stress begin to bubble up, note it as stress before gently bringing your attention back to the breath. And noting is not an active exercise. It's not something we should be doing. We're not going around with a fly swatter looking for things to note. Instead, we watch the breath with an open awareness and gently note the objects that attempt to pull our attention away. So for the next few moments, continue to watch the breath and note the distractions. Part of the noting is detaching ourselves from the objects of consciousness. When a thought or feeling of anxiety arises, we have a tendency to attach to it, to make it personal, to tell a story about it. Noting allows us to be detached from the thought or feeling before returning our attention to the breath. And now, in the final few moments of the practice, just let go. Allow the mind to do what it wants for the next few moments. And now, gently open your eyes. You've just completed the practice for stress and anxiety. Thanks for sitting, and I'll see you next time.